today we have something kind of too big for the table. Anyway, so this thing is currently, we'll start with the power system. It is currently running 3S on the stock motor, the FMS motor, or whatever motor it might be. It's a 550 can brushed motor with the ISDT ESC70. So that's what I have there. And then I have the receiver, the FlySky G7P receiver, that has a BVD on it, so that I can go in here and I can look at my current voltage. 11.3 right now. It's kind of low, but yeah. I love this radio, by the way. It's a great radio. Because it feels nice in the hand. It has 7 channels, obviously, and it's good for the price. And I love where all the buttons are. You have a button here, button here, a button here, and a 3-position here. And by the way, this one is like infinite positions pretty much. And then I have my cruise control on this dial right here. So, pretty cool. If you didn't know what cruise control is, it's basically just a way to control the throttle without actually having your hand on the throttle. So, yeah. And then I have the ESC is, its BEC voltage is running 7.4 volts. So it gives me more power to the servo, which means I can make this stock servo faster and slightly more powerful. So it's pretty cool, really. Yeah, so that's that. And then I have, it does that beeping every 5 minutes, or the first 5 minutes. Anyway, I have Njora beadlock rims here with the little hubcap. I really like that look. And then Hot Bodies Rover 2.2 Rovers. White compound? Is it compound? White dot Rovers. So these are really good Rovers, like really good tires, I mean. They're arguably the best Rovers also, but they're really good tires. So these provide a ton of grip. Unfortunately, I haven't vented these yet. So there's still, you know, when you squeeze them, they still balloon like this. But it's all right for now, I think. It still gives me a ton of grip. Now, my, what do you call those? Sliders. Right here, and these are also Njora sliders, metal. It's pretty nice. I had to do some screwing and tapping into the chassis here. That was kind of tricky. And then I put a little spacer. But it really fits like perfectly in my opinion. So I love that. What I love about this car is that these mirrors are like actually legit mirrors. I could probably, oh, yep, hello. I can look at myself through there. Anyway, so that's really cool. And then we can look at the other side. I don't have lights in the back yet, though I do want to do that at some point. Open this door. Check out the turning steering wheel if you can see it. I do want to get a driver figure in there at some point. Okay, so I also have modded the rear bumper. I forgot to say. I took the whole piece that was here That's basically like a step to get up into the top. I just like basically took a Dremel and cut it off. Which some would say you just ruined the realism, you ruined the scale aspect, you know, just destroyed your rear bumper, and look at that horribly ugly chunk that you just cut out. But it gives me way better departure angle. Like this, it was bugging me so bad because every time I go over a rock, that's about the noise it would make. So anyway, that was really bugging me. In addition to that, I painted the window trim black, which I had meant to do with an airbrush, but that didn't really work because my airbrush was clogged. I got it fixed now. But anyway. And yeah, all the interior is pretty much the same. I think the only other thing is my bumper here that is also custom because I got the, you know, basic old bumper. You see like hundreds of these on Amazon. Watch this, folks. Right there. Okay. Right there. Right? But this wouldn't actually, the basic one wouldn't fit on this truck because these bars here were not long enough. They were only about like this long, right? So I had to order new bars here to basically lengthen this, and now it fits pretty much perfectly. So I really like that now. Looks pretty nice. Oh, and then I did this grill portion here. That's I actually used this stuff for the grill here, and it's like almost perfect. I don't know if you can tell, but yeah, it looks almost exactly like the rest of it, so I'm really happy with that. Yeah, so that's what I have going. I did have some issues with the axles. The drive shaft had some bothering problems, but pretty sure, well, let's take a look. Yeah, I think I got it sorted pretty much. I just put a bit of thread lock, blue thread lock on it, and I fixed that. I also had a issue after, you know, putting all this weight with the pin on the drive shaft, but I got a new one and it's fixed now. So, and I forgot to mention, I have brass Angora inner rings on these rims also, which makes this car significantly heavier. And I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure they're 155 grams per. So this thing is a bit over 10 pounds, which is kind of crazy. But on 3S, this thing rips too. The ISDT ESC is capable of 3S or 2S, so it's pretty nice. Most of the time I run it on 2S with a 5,000 milliamp hour Gen Ace pack that I also had to modify the battery bay to get that to fit, but right now I'm just, like most of the time when I run it for performance, I'll go with the 3S 850, and it gives me more punch, so I like it. But yeah, that's about it. Thanks for listening to my ramble.